Hello everyone, this is Pampersu. Today I got this IBM laptop at the Goodwill for $25. This model is a T40, I think. Model number T40P. And the problem that it has is the screen doesn't light up when you turn it on. But if you look at it with some light coming from above, you can see the logo and the display turns on. Just the backlight doesn't work. So I went through my pile of junk laptop parts and I opened up a few displays until I found one that had a matching connector. This is the little connector that goes to the tube which lights up the backlight. And I basically wanted to see if the tube was bad or the power supply board was bad. And what I found here was a display that came out of an Veritech. It was a touch screen display, so this is all touch screen here. But I just wanted to plug it in and test to see if the board was still good, and it actually is. So it's just the backlight. Now what I'm going to try to do is dissect these displays and take the backlight out of this one and put it into here. And it's just a tube that I need to swap out. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what happens. Go ahead and plug it in here. Okay. Let's get it. Alright, so I got it plugged in. Now we're going to turn it on. Okay. And this one lights up brightly. So we know that the power supply board is good. And that tube is good. I'm going to do all the busy work now and dissect them, swap the parts. Hopefully it works. Then I need to take care of that noisy fan. Go ahead and I'm dissecting this now. Kind of pulling off all the parts. Got a little trash can here for all my junk. Looks like next I'm going to need to pull the display apart. A few screws over here, screws here, here, and here. Alright, now that I got all those screws out, let's go ahead and open this up. I wanted to show a neat thing about this. How the touchscreen worked was with a little radio transmitter and a receiver. And this part I'm taking off now is the receiver section of that. So we can get this tape, pull it off neatly, because I think this might look kind of cool. Hung up on the wall or something. There you go. This is basically an antenna, and each little wire is a separate antenna, and this circuitry right here would decode where on the Y and X axis that the pen was closest to. Here's the pen right here. Kind of a neat little thing. We'll give that to somebody. Find a kid who is interested in electronics. That's how I got started in electronics, was just neat things like this at swap meets. Okay, let's see how the tube is installed in this device. Hopefully it's not too big. The tube's right there. And it's running along the bottom. Let's see if that's how the IBM also does that. Hopefully it's the same. Hopefully it's running along the bottom. And not quite about the same length, but if it's close enough, it'll work for me. Alright, so I just spent 5 minutes getting this tube out of the display. That was very difficult. I almost cracked it. I think it's still good though. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in, test it one more time, and then I'm going to dissect this monitor and install it. Alright, so I got the back of the IBM's monitor off. This is the back side of the monitor. It's folded down onto the keyboard. I unplugged this monitor cable, LED for lighting up the keyboard, and the power for the backlight. And I'm starting to peel apart. This is where the light is located, and we are listening to some dubstep, I think. So yeah, lots of fun. Alright, so I managed to get out the bad light bulb, and now I'm just going to find a way to get the new one in this little space here. So it shouldn't be that hard. Here's the model number of the panel that I'm repairing. Since my tube is about an inch too short, I centered it and we'll have maybe half an inch of dim light. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but it's what I can do for free. If this doesn't work, I'll just go and find a replacement monitor possibly. Alright, so I installed the tube. I dabbed some hot glue, a little here, a little there, so that the wires are nice and tidy. I put a piece of black electrical tape over the spot. And now I'm going to fold these cables in, reassemble it, and hopefully it turns on. Alright, here we go. The first power on test with the replaced backlight. It works. Excellent. You can barely tell. The little backlight don't make it all the way, but Pentium inside. Right on. So now I'm going to reassemble the whole display and work on that noisy fan. I got the laptop turned on and into the BIOS. Looks like born 2006, around that time. CPU looks to be a 1.6 gigahertz Intel Pentium M processor. What's really nice, it has 2 gigabytes of memory. So somebody put some money into this. I'm not sure quite yet, but I think I might have the high-res display. This might just be a 1600 by 1200 resolution display.